avalanche of digital tools reaching the region in recent years has not been matched by similar increases in productivity. The lack of knowledgeable CEOs is the main reason cited in surveys as the cause of this phenomenon. What should be done to remedy this problem?
So I think it's a very key topic because it's all about the transformation that needs to happen in terms of culture, shifting from a mindset of command and control, where all decisions are made at the top and then cascaded down to the organization, to really creating a more open, collaborative organization. The companies that are going to get the most benefit of all these tools and these transformations are what we call reinventors. And reinventors are companies that, first of all, they put technology, operations, and strategy together. They foster for a more open collaboration, not only internally, but with the ecosystem. Another key topic is that these companies, they use data to make decisions, and they really create capabilities around design thinking, around discussing the issues that they have or that are affecting their client, looking from the client standpoint in order to make the decisions for their business.
Family ownership hampers digital transformation, especially when families do not perceive the need to change things that have made companies successful for years. Where should we begin solving this problem?
I like to really invite the boards of these companies to be part of this process of challenging them to rethink and reinvent their businesses. Data is going to affect all companies, no matter what segments of the business that they are, no matter what structure that they have. So more and more this capability that the boards have to identify the needs of transformation based on creating more data-driven organizations, I think is a very, very good start. And of course, making sure that particularly the educational systems around leadership, they actually point them to the fact that they need to think about those issues. So I think it's a combination of the board, the senior level of the company, forcing this change to occur, and also revisiting the educational systems for leadership in order to address those areas.
There is a view that capitalism drives firms in underdeveloped countries to low-tech sectors like commodities or primary activities. When one of these firms excels in a more sophisticated area, it's bought by multinationals. Is this true? If so, is there a way out of this marginalizing production model?
As I mentioned before, right? So data is going to transform all the businesses, is going to affect all the businesses, no matter if they are high-end technology business or a very traditional one. We have a perfect example in Latin America of Cemex, right? Which launched a platform called Cemex Go in order to improve the relationships with their suppliers and their clients, and they're operating now in 80 countries. So a very traditional company operating in a very traditional industry, transforming themselves in the way that they do business with the use of technology. So I do believe that this is something that is going to be pervasive more and more, and not necessarily just a few areas of the economy being benefited from that. So as long as it becomes pervasive, I think that's going to be part of the way that we do business going forward.
Knowledgeable CEOs and structured management practices are the keys to company growth. How should we teach CEOs the necessary tech and managerial skills to enable them to lead successful transformations towards more efficient firms?
This world we are living in requires a different type of leadership, a leadership that is open to being always learning. And when you learn exponentially, you become the disruptor instead of being the disrupted, right? So you have to own this responsibility of learning new skills, learning new capabilities, because you have to be the role model for your organization. So that's one point that I believe is absolutely critical. And make sure that CEOs understand that they don't know everything, and they don't have to know everything. They need to surround themselves of people that are knowledgeable, provide the openness and collaboration coming from these different skills that they have to bring to the table, and fostering the collaboration in the organization, making sure that everybody has a contribution and everybody is empowered to make the decisions.
How many women do you have at C-suite level in your Latin American organization?
We made significant progress in the participation of women in the leadership roles in Latin America. Today, my COO is a woman, my Vice President of Human Resources, my communications leader is a woman, the person that leads digital for me, consulting business. So very, very important, critical areas of our business run by women. So I think that this is something that we will continue to advance. IBM is known for being a company that embraces diversity and inclusion as part of our culture, as part of our DNA. So we're not doing anything that is necessarily different from how we operate normally our business, but more and more we are advancing and making progress.